Game changer. First of all, to change the game, you have to know the game. If you don't and still try to change it, you will end up making movies like this. And eventually, your game will be over like Shankar. I will directly get into the point of why this movie is so terrible. Many filmmakers keep on making this mistake again and again. When your story doesn't require a love track or songs, please don't put it. All the songs and scenes with heroine are completely useless, unengaging, and a waste of time. Half the time in first half goes for these useless things. The second problem in the movie is a movie doesn't have to be logically correct. Cinema is all about make believe. If drama works, then logic ends. But when you make a movie like Game Changer, you have to be some realistic because it is dealing with the world which we all are familiar with, like politics and the electoral system. So automatically our mind will think this is not how it happens in reality. I will explain this in detail. Number 1, hero is an honest IAS officer. He wants to bring some change. We all like this character trait. But how does he change? He will do few things. He will shut down a godown. He will demolish a mall. All these things give some hype. But this is where I lost the connection with the movie for the first time. Because you cannot do things like that. Even if someone does that, those officers will face some pressure from their superiors. Not from the politicians, but from the bureaucracy itself. Now they don't show this conflict. Because of this, it completely becomes unrelatable. If you do something unusual, you will face some problems before or after that. It's only when you show those problems, it becomes believable. I will give an example of the movie which does it so well. Lucky Bhaskar, a normal bank cashier earns 100 crores, but no one questions the logic behind it because from the beginning itself, we see everything that he does to earn so much money. Director Venki Atluri shows the process of that earning. That's why, even though it is unusual, we like it and we believe it. But if you don't show all that, it will be like Game Changer. In the Game Changer, for the things he did as an IAS officer, he has to face a lot of problems, but they were not shown properly in it. Then it goes to another level. Ram Nandan becomes the chief minister of the state. This entire sequence feels like we are in monarchy. Our next chief minister tells Ram should become the next chief minister, and everyone accepts except the villain. Is this monarchy or democracy? People won't become chief ministers if previous CM tells. They become when majority MLAs support. We are seeing the real life examples where the chief ministers are losing their positions due to lack of MLA support. All the MLAs argue so much when they have to choose the CM between SJ Surya and Jayaram. But they shut up and completely agree when it comes to Ram. This is very dumb writing. There is a brilliant movie in Telugu called Leader which deals with the same point. Please go and watch it. It clearly shows how hard this process will be. Then comes SJ Surya. He tells you are a suspended IAS officer, so you cannot become the chief minister. After listening this, Hero is so dumb, he doesn't know what to do now. So he'll foolishly make the villain into a CM and leave the office. After looking at this, I was thinking only one thing. Is the writer who wrote this is foolish? Or the entire cast and crew who accepted to do this are foolish? Or they are thinking the audience are fools? They will watch anything we show. Then comes the bigger jolt. Ram Nandan becomes the chief election officer of the state and he will put elections for the state before finishing the term of previous government. Just imagine, whatever state you are in, before finishing the term of your ruling party, if the central government decides to put another elections, will they sit quietly? Not at all. There might be the rule to do it, but does that happen? No. So why does it happen in this story? Why is this story different? Did they show it? No. That's why I told to chase the game, you have to know the game first. There are many scenes in the movie like this. I thought at least the story will get serious in the second half. But no, not at all. In fact, it tries to become serious, but it ends up like a big joke. Then comes two sequences which completely blew my mind. After finishing the elections, the government officials will be transporting the EVMs and will start counting. The chief minister will send his goons to destroy all the EVMs. At that moment, I really felt like, are we in India or North Korea? What the hell is that, man? How did that idea of sending goons came to them? If it really happens, the government can even use the military to control everything. But Shankar shows like we don't have enough policemen or soldiers for protection at all. So hero will call some rowdies from Uttar Pradesh to protect Andhra Pradesh. Literally, I really felt Shankar is truly believing that we all are in North Korea. The problem with this movie is it is completely illogical. But when they need it, they talk about rules and regulations. During the climax fight sequence, SJ Surya breaks EVM boxes and he will tell, now I will go to the Election Commission of India and I will give a complaint. So re-election will happen. How foolish is that? because he is the one who sent the goons and demolishes the counting centers with JCBs. Now, how can you go and give a complaint? Do you have some sense? If you go to the election commission, they will kick on your ass and put you into the jail. But hero does not tell this. He gives another stupid reasoning. Truly, at that moment, I felt, does the villain have some sense or the hero has some sense? No, actually, the director has no sense. Sorry for being so mean, but that's true. I know he made some phenomenal films in the past. No one denies it. But now it's over. Shankar's game is over. If I keep on telling like this, there are many things in the movie to tell. But I would like to stop here. There are few good things in this movie also. Like the entire flashback of Appanna is very good. And the first face-off between Ram Charan and S.J. Surya are fantastic. That scene shows the power of an IAS officer. We know many times politicians influence the civil servants to do illegal things. But this scene shows it just needs one pen and paper to stop them. If the entire movie was like this, it would have been a blockbuster. So this is my reasoning about why this movie is so terrible. So please, if you are making a film, if your story doesn't need a love track, then please don't put it. If you want to put it, then blend it properly with the story. And logic and reality doesn't matter in the movie. But for some concepts, you have to follow it. But still, if you want to go overboard, then watch my video about how to make an illogical fight believable. You will understand it better. So if you like this video, please press that like button and subscribe to Cinecles. Because in the next video, I am going to tell about a movie which is very unrealistic as an idea but very good as a movie. It tells about how to cleverly fool the audience. So subscribe to Cinecles to watch that video.